Joining me now is Shadow Minister for the Scrutiny of Government Waste and Accountability, Tony Pasin. Tony, thank you for joining me this evening. I mean, what do you make of it?
Evening, Callum.
Do we? I think we need regulation on AI, and simply making the argument that, well, you know, foreign actors would rather we didn't so they can build it instead is not a legitimate reason to say, hang on a minute, this stuff could be dangerous.
Like all things, balance is important, and I note that Angus Taylor made that point a couple of days ago. And so I understand where James is coming from, because from a national security point of view, we need to make sure we're marking time with comparable nations around the world, particularly those that might want to do us harm in a very tough geopolitical space. But we need to make sure we get the guardrails right, and we do this in a balanced, orderly and careful way. I was listening to your editorial earlier, and I do think that we need to do some deep thinking about what this might mean in the very long term for the human race.
Well, indeed, and this is the thing, that we are in this sort of AI race, if you want to call it that, which I think is unfortunate because it deserves a lot more attention and care than just being a race. We've got these data centres popping up left, right and centre. They suck a great deal of energy, suck a great deal of water as well. They put out a lot of heat, on and on it goes. People don't want these things built next to their houses. They worry about the concerns that AI has for jobs for them and their children, and you know, what if the robots rise up? I know, as I said earlier, it sounds ridiculous, but none of this is impossible. And so we need real safeguards around this stuff. The government will, the Prime Minister's making a speech on Wednesday about it, but we need real safeguards about this stuff. And I hope that the coalition would be on board with that.
I think we'll need to be, and like I said, balance is important. I've got communities right now that are facing the prospect of AI centres in them, and I can tell you, Caleb, that the anxiety is real. My electorate office has been called daily by people concerned, particularly about where these locations are. I mean, the idea that we would opportunistically place them there, or at least developers would opportunistically place them along the Murray pipeline or where electricity transmission cables are now is one thing. But I would have thought a better approach, a much smarter approach, is for the nation to have a say in relation to where we should put these facilities that will serve the national interest going forward, not the developers' interests in the short term, which might end up being a very kind of mean and nasty approach to, or cheap and nasty approach to where they should be in terms of geography. Now, in terms of what they can do, I reiterate what you said earlier in your opening. I mean, we need some deep and solid thinking about where this might take us. And I've got to tell you, I'm known as the Coalition Luddite. I'm still looking for the any key. I'm still looking for the any key on my computer. The fact that I can make this link to you without staff in my office this evening is a credit to how easy it's become. But even I've been watching the exponential speed at which AI is entering my workplace, my office, on our farm. It just seems to be gathering pace. And I can't agree with you more that I feel like decision makers, policy makers are behind the eight ball right now, and we've got to catch up, and we've got to get these guardrails in place, and we've got to get the balance right. I think we'll only get one chance to do this.
Yeah, indeed. Well, we do only have one chance, and it's quickly diminishing. I worry what it does for human intelligence too, letting the computers do all the thinking.